Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay.
Hey, Landon.
Hey. Check this out, Lindsay. Watch this right here.
Hey, Lindsay. It's Cody from Wage War. We wish you were here. Hope you're doing great.
Cody said hey too. I just wanted to say that Cody said hey too.
He did. So my nail tech / concert going friend, we've been friends since like 2008. She is on Shiprocked right now, and she met the other love of my life, Cody Quistad, and he is the guitarist and the clean vocalist. God, he can sing for Wage War. And she met him and got him to send me a message.
Lucky bastard.
I almost shit myself.
I'm not jelly. I think it's cool.
I've been on top of the world all fucking week, man.
You can tell he was sloshed too.
Hell yeah.
We should share that video.
And he was so cute.
I did.
I shared it. Yes,
Posted it on
it.
y'all's page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I tagged him. And
That's cool. That's cool.
Thank you, Cody.
Yeah.
If you ever listen to this podcast, you are the tip.
Bring your acoustic next time you're in Florida and come hang out and play some acoustic in our house.
Listen, that was, I think, that was when the love was really formed for Wage War. Like, I already loved them, but like I fell deep at that acoustic
Story
step.
time real quick.
We'd already talked about it before.
We did.
Because I'm obsessed.
Going to Spookalla. When it was in Ocala.
It was in
now
Ocala.
It's Scaradise. And
It's
Wage
in Tampa.
War. Yeah, now it's Scaradise in Tampa.
Wage War did a acoustic set there, and
Lindsay
it
was so scared.
magic. Yeah, I
was
could
like,
have met him then.
Let's just go on up there. Let's
I'm
go up there and say
such
hey.
a little
I know they're all getting their
scary
stuff together and all that stuff. All you had to do was just go and say hey. And they could have said hey.
That's what I'm always worried about, is bothering somebody
While they're busy.
while they're
Yeah, I
busy,
get
or
it.
while they're like, I don't want to be like, oh my God, hey.
They're on the job.
Yeah.
They're on the job.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was more of a relaxed setting. You know, they were just having
just
fun.
like Shiprocked is, for sure.
Exactly.
But hey, what are you drinking today, Jess?
I am drinking Crown Vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, with what was it? Like cream soda. It's good.
I'm burping.
So total crowny over here. Crowny. What are you drinking over there?
I got a watermelon Vista Bay. I'm finishing off the rest of my Vista Bays from last week, and I'm going to be on the claw here in a minute. Yeah.
Awesome.
Probably have me a little vodsod later. I don't know. I could not stomach it last week. I don't know what the dealio was. I couldn't stomach it.
Oh, and
I'm gonna try it
Landon's over
again.
here having just a little
Landon's vibing.
with some water.
Yeah. We just had a great seafood meal at one of our local spots here in LC.
Most expensive meal I bought myself.
I was just about to
Look at
say.
there. We're so proud of him.
Yes, he bought him a big ass plate of crabs. I mean, he shared, and
yeah, it was like 8 or 9 clusters
Yeah.
of crabs. I couldn't eat all that.
Look at him. He's all comfortable now. Look at him. He's getting saddled in over here.
delicious. It was a delicious meal.
Landon on the podcast. He was nervous the last time.
Well, I mean, even me. Like, I
was
remember
too.
our first one that we did. I like couldn't breathe. Like I was talking in front of a live audience or something.
My first one, they dumped me off into like this big, huge thing. There was like 100 and something thousand people.
I know. I
watching
watched it
was
on
like,
the
what?
laptop.
And then, well, no, I think the one after that was the one I did with the DWP thing. There was like 200,000 people came on that.
I was about to say, because it was the brew guys. What was it called?
The True Brew.
True Brew.
I think it's still going on.
I think I have an idea for you guys. Y'all should start live streaming. You're like on Twitch. I know you do it on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still a little boomery.
Because you can get paid though on Twitch
I know.
as well.
Who's the famous our niece? Small the Bean.
Smoldering the Bean.
Yeah, she has fucking millions of followers.
Yeah,
Wow.
she gains streams on there. She's good at that. But yeah, we might set us up a little Discord, a
Yeah, a
little
lot
Twitch.
of people like Twitch and like podcasts,
Yeah.
so it'd be a good idea.
That might be our next little step if we can figure it out. We just got TikTok live figured out, so kind of. We just turn it on and let it go.
Well, I feel like my head's in a bucket, so let's start this party
Right now.
Now, I got a cold, and we're doing it. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah. It's going to be a great weekend.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
So besides your sickness and your janky arm, what else made you feel old this week?
Labyrinth.
I took a peek at it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah. This year, the Labyrinth in June is going to be turning 40. Mm-hmm. That made me feel old. Goodness to the graciousness.
Yeah, we were babes when that came out.
We were. You remind me of the babe.
Well, speaking of babes, we lost the greatest.
Yeah.
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara.
Left this world. Now this will be out next week, but happy Friday. But on January 30th, we lost Catherine O'Hara.
Yes.
Was her last movie the second Beetlejuice?
I think no, yeah, because she was also in The Last of Us, but they were like, I don't know, she might have been in production of something else. I'm not sure. I haven't Googled it because
they flirted with another Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin.
That
the
would have
little
been
thing
cool.
that he did with that and her. And I
know,
seen
stop it.
that
I'm
on
not
the
gonna cry.
socials, and
I
was
cried
like,
yesterday.
It was just
I cried yesterday, but
DNA
we
is passing away.
watched some Schitt's Creek last night. We had to watch the Fold in the Cheese episode.
Fold in the cheese, David.
Fold in the cheese, David. And and that's how she says bye-bye.
What do I do with the long cheese?
Bye-bye.
I'm not used to the long cheese. It's like, what?
I can't show you everything, David. And he's like, well, can you show me this one thing?
Yeah. What do you have in store for us after all this? We got to get on the stuff. You got to, do the things.
I do have to do the things. Well, you haven't asked me what made me feel old.
Oh yeah, shit. Fuck. Well, I thought that was that, but what made you feel old?
Pretty much Catherine O'Hara passing away. And while I'm in my 40s, she was she's been a big part of our lives, man, since Bebe age. Beetlejuice and Sally and Kevin's mom, Mrs. McAllister, and Beetlejuice 2, Schitt's Creek. Yeah. She was in The Last of Us recently.
She really did rock that whole rich and distraught fucking theme
my gosh,
so well.
perfect.
Wow.
And I was telling Jesse yesterday, that is I love her and everything, but that is my favorite role she's ever played. Because she does it so well.
Nails it.
With that weird accent and the whole Moira Rose, man. Legendary. All right, so.
Oldness. What made Landon feel old over here?
What made you feel old?
Yesterday, my right ankle started hurting at work.
Oh,
just your right?
Yeah, just the right one, and every time I move it, it pops. So it hurts right now. But
might need to get you a little brace.
Old
cankles. that just keeps happening. Just to let you know, like throughout the years, like random things will just hurt. You won't know why. It'll go away sometimes. Sometimes it'll take a few days.
Yeah,
but it's just random parts. Just start hurting.
Cold weather too.
Oh yeah. Well, Landon did break his femur bone when he was 4 years old, caused by another brother, and we were just glad that he was young enough at that point where he did not have to have a rod put in, because you would feel all the weather.
Yeah.
You would know
young enough now to where he's like fully his bones are like.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, he was still. It was still like. Before you're 5, your bones are still mostly like cartilage.
Yeah.
So they heal easier. And because that's the hardest bone in the body to break, but not when you're 4. So.
Right. Lindsay has stories though.
I do. So we're still in, it's pretty much like the beginning of Black History Month now. I went ahead and started with one case last week, which was Tamla Horsford. And check out our recap on that and the episode. Yeah. And
hashtag justice.
And I did a little backstory into the horrible history of Forsyth County. And now we're going to move on to something else. So Emmett Lewis Till was born on July 25th, 1941 to Mamie and Lewis Till in Chicago, Illinois. Are you guys familiar with this story?
Not at all.
Really?
No, fuck.
Okay, because I have to say off the top, I must have had an excellent history teacher in 10th grade. I did not do well in her class for some reason. Like I struggled, probably because of the ADHD, but I remember everything she talked about.
So as far as Game of Thrones go, I think you're more like Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you read it in a book.
Well read. Well, and also I think her name was Miss Minix, I want to say. She was an excellent teacher. She was very passionate, especially about cases that had to do with racial inequality, like the Holocaust.
That's good. Like she really put out like real stuff.
Yes.
And was like,
And
you know what, we're going to get a little bit
same-
off curriculum and I'm going to share some real things with you guys. And that's awesome because you have said that same scenario with her before.
She was also who had me passionate about Matthew Shepard.
Right.
Like she came in and she told us the story with tears in her eyes, and I felt it, and I never forgot that.
That is
same with this story
onset of the whole passion for all this true crime stuff. I guarantee it, wasn't it?
Well, you know, other than our upbringing with watching Rescue 911 and Unsolved Mysteries.
Unsolved Mystery.
And Murder, She Wrote. And Matlock.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine always just goes back to Paul Harvey. I mean, that's all I got.
Well, I didn't listen to a lot of him unless I was on a work day with Dad.
Yeah.
And he would listen to him.
At lunchtime.
Well, Emmett's nickname was Bobo.
Oh,
just
Bobo.
like you. Yes.
Yeah.
His mother, Mamie, was from Webb, Mississippi. And when she was 2, her family moved to Argo, Illinois, with the great migration of rural Black families to escape violence and the lack of opportunity and equality under Jim Crow laws. Sorry, that was a lot to say. Jim Crow laws, which enforced racial segregation. Yeah, I mean, you're familiar with Jim Crow laws. Like,
Yeah, it's fucked
bullshit.
up. Yeah. Who the fuck thinks that's fucking humane? I mean,
Exactly.
Like, what?
Like, fuck you, Jim Crow. When Mamie was 18, she met and married Lewis Till, who worked for the Argo Corn Company. That's who, like, cornstarch and shit. It's Argo.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And he did some amateur boxing. They were married in 1940, but were separated by 1942 because Mamie caught Lewis cheating and he had become abusive. Lewis had choked her unconscious at one point, and later that evening, that same day, she poured boiling water on his ass. Good for you, girl.
Get him.
She moved in with her mother after this and had to get a restraining order against Lewis because he was not happy that she had left, even though he brought it all on. And he did violate this restraining order over and over. And then he was finally given the choice of jail time or fighting in World War II, to which he chose to enlist. 3 years later, Mamie received word that Lewis had been executed due to raping 2 women and killing another in Italy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got what was coming to him.
Yeah.
She should have threw the fucking grits on him then.
Yeah.
That'd have changed his mind.
Well, boiling water's got to be just as bad.
No.
No, because
Hot
them grits stick.
Hot
I know.
grits. Get 'em.
Landon and I know
them
from getting
grits
on.
stick.
Yeah.
No, we have like 3 granddaughters, and we're going to teach them all to throw grits. We're going to teach them.
What about the white gravy?
Oh God, that still don't stick as bad as grits. They like burn
Hot
into your.
grits. You get that where the grits
skin.
are like
Ugh.
kind of almost bubbling a little bit, plop, 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 and get his conniving, trifling ass in the kitchen and get him.
You know, I first saw that. I had no idea about that. Growing up in the South and eating grits my whole life, I had no idea about that till I watched. I think it was Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Yes.
Tyler Perry's
The hot
movie.
grits,
Have
yeah.
you watched that one with Medea?
Yes, I
Medea
have,
taught
yeah.
her that, and yes, I was like, yes.
Another
Yes.
painful
Yes.
thing Jesse knows about: butter in the sock. Silas hit you.
Oh, I didn't know about
It
that.
was soap in a sock.
Oh, so
Hey, learned that from fucking watching.
YouTube.
No, what movie was it? It was Full Metal Jacket or something. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
he
it
hit
wasn't
you
Full
with a
Metal
brick
Jacket.
of soap.
Well, yeah,
Whacked you with a
because
sock.
they did that shit in the movie, and I was like, "Why in the hell did you do that?" Well, I seen it on the movie. I'm like, "You hit me in the elbow. That shit hurt so bad, dude. I'm asleep." And he comes in there.
yeah, I would have got up and beat
Oh,
him.
he should not have watched that movie. Why? I caught him watching it, and he done watched it all, and I was like, "Well, fuck, he done watched it." Yeah, God.
Now, his Lewis's ring with his initials LT was also sent to her, and she decided to keep it and put it up for Emmett to have when he got older. Now, me, I probably would have tossed that bitch. I mean, that's got some bad memories tied to it, but it'll kind of be important later on. So,
Okay. I mean, she can just speak good and then try to build that from there, It sucks. It really does. I get it.
Now, she had 2 more short-lived marriages, one to Lamorse Mallory and another to a man named Pink Bradley. I thought of Pinky from
That sounds pimpish. I
from
like that.
Friday After Next, Pinky. And all this happened within a decade after her split from Lewis. In 1951, she and Emmett moved to an apartment on Chicago's South Side, and she worked for the Social Security Administration. And then she worked for the Air Force, where she was in charge of confidential files.
Fuck.
That's amazing.
That is
In the 50s?
amazing.
Yeah.
Women were doing the work and behind the scenes in all the military.
Oh, yeah. And it's coming out more and more and more.
All
Yeah.
that. That was really
And
predominant.
more specifically, women of color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rightfully so. And credit where it is due, for sure.
Now, when Emmett was just 6 years old, polio was running rampant through the country, and he contracted this. And this would cause him to have a persistent stutter and weak ankles. Now, he did get better from it. A lot of people get a lot worse things from polio.
Mm-hmm.
But he did get the weak ankles, the stutter. And for the weak ankles, he did have to wear special shoes.
Oh.
Like Forrest.
Like Forrest.
Yeah, like Forrest.
My new legs.
Huh?
My new legs.
New legs, yes. When he got better, he went back to playing with his friends as usual. As Emmett grew older, he enjoyed comedians like Red Skelton, Jack Benny, Abbott and Costello, and George Gobel. He would tell lots of jokes. He was the prankster of the family. His mom said that he told all the knock-knock jokes, all the chicken crossing the road. Like he was
A comedian.
Yes,
Love
and it was said too that he would actually pay other people he knew that were like on the funny side so he could have more jokes to his repertoire. Like, yeah.
He was gathering content.
Cute.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
He enjoyed going to church with his grandmother, where he would be in perfect attendance for Sunday school. And he liked to go to Lake Michigan with his friends and cousins. There's like a little beach there, I'm guessing.
Lake Michigan.
Like I have seen it is crazy how there's like waves and everything on these gigantic lakes.
Yeah, body
like
of
the
water that
ocean.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's just, because we know ocean, like we're Floridians, we know ocean, but
Yeah, the Great Lakes are like oceans.
our
Yeah.
lakes don't have waves unless they're put on by a boat or a jet ski. He liked to dress sharp, always wearing a straw hat and a tie. And now when Emmett was 14, his uncle Mose Wright, who was a reverend and a sharecropper, had come up from Mississippi for a funeral, and Emmett wanted to go back with him. Mamie was not a fan of the idea, but wanted to show Emmett that she trusted him and she was proud of how responsible he was because, he did helped out with the chores.
Yeah, and up to this point, I feel like Mama did a great job raising him. He's confident, he's outgoing, and he's just wanting to experience life and taking it all in. She did good.
So before he left, she gave him several lectures on how different it was in Mississippi compared to Chicago. Because it was. And she told him that it was a lot more racist, that he should not engage in conversation with white folks, that only speak if spoken to, never stare at a white woman. And if a white woman was walking down the street, he should go to the other side and keep his head down. I hate that.
Me too.
I hate that any parent ever had to have
that conversation. Yes, exactly. Why? Is that a thing? Why was it a thing? I don't.
Well, later on, she said that she realized this was the first conversation she had ever had to have with him about racism. She said, how do you teach a kid who's been around nothing but love? How do you teach them to understand hate?
Right. Yeah, he's holding back from what's natural, and that's. I hate it.
So on August 20th, 1955, Mamie said goodbye to her only son as he set off for Money, Mississippi, with his uncle on a train. 3 days after he arrived on Wednesday, August 24th, or 23rd, is that right? I may have the dates mixed up there. It was 3 days after he arrived on a Wednesday. Mose was to preach at the East Money Church of Christ. Now, since his boys and Emmett had helped pick cotton all day, he didn't make them go to church. So 6 boys and 1 girl piled up in the truck. And this was also neighbors and cousins, like there was a big group.
Yeah, the community.
Right.
Yeah.
They went a little further than they were supposed to and went to Bryant's grocery store, which was owned by a very deep-rooted racist family. And Carolyn Bryant was the cashier. Now, Carolyn's father had been in plantation management. So that tells you anything. And she was raised to believe that
deep-seated fucking, debauchery.
Now, the kids were just stopping in for candy and drinks, and there was checker games on the front porch. So, it was that old type of country store.
Right. Of course, the kids want to play.
The kids want to play. Yeah. And that was kind of a normalcy. So there was no problems there. I got to take a drink for this next part.
No.
Okay.
Should I? Should I?
Now, there are several different accounts of what happened in the store. At some point, Emmett was alone in the store for about a minute with Carolyn. And according to Carolyn, Emmett grabbed her hand as she was stocking shelves and said, "How about a date, baby?" And when she snatched her hand back, he then followed her to the register, grabbed her by her waist, and said, "What's the matter, baby? You can't take it? You needn't be afraid of me, baby. I've been with white women before."
That's nothing like how he talks to begin with. He's from Chicago.
I know. I don't know. I've got Mississippi in my head.
All right. Well, either way, this is all fun.
And also the narrator of the book that I listened to, the audiobook I listened to, had kind of like, they jazzed it up a little bit, in the story. And that's kind of what I had in my head. Sorry.
Yeah, I get it.
You're right, though.
I don't.
But I mean,
he was not.
His mama had a Mississippi accent, and they picked that up.
Well,
so
yeah.
You never know.
I done been with one of them white girls before.
That's not fucking touch her at all. I guarantee you.
No. So now the other kids say that this never happened. Carolyn would also say in another story that Emmett grabbed her hand and asked for the date as he was paying for his items. The only thing that was reported by the children that Emmett did wrong was when he was paying for his items, he put the money directly in her hand instead of putting it on the counter. It was like an unspoken law.
Wow.
To do that because you can't touch the white women. You know what I mean? So now everyone did say that this was true, that he wolf whistled at her as they were leaving and Carolyn was grabbing her pistol. But none of this, absolutely none of it, will ever justify what happens next.
Are you kidding me, Lindsay?
No.
Oh, I need the plant already.
Now, all the kids left and raced home, and Emmett begged them not to tell his uncle about it. But Aunt Elizabeth and Uncle Mose did end up hearing about it, and the word spread through the small community really fast. So on August 28th, between 2 and 3 a.m., Roy Bryant, Carolyn's husband, and his half-brother J.W. Millam drove to Uncle Mo's house armed and demanded that Mose take them to, quote, the N-word who did the talking. Now, Mose told the man that Emmett didn't know any better, that he was from up north, which is true. I mean, Mamie did lecture him, but at the same time, like, in my opinion, it's just innocent enough. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. He's a 14-year-old kid.
Right.
JW then asked, "How old are you, preacher?" To which Mose said 64. And JW said that if he told anyone, he would not live to see 65. And then they snatched up a terrified Emmett. They tied him up and threw him in the back of the truck and drove towards Money, where they pistol whipped him relentlessly.
Lindsay.
Shot him. And then tied him to a cotton gin fan and sent him down the Tallahatchie River.
Oh my God. Lindsay, how does that merit any fucking thing at all? Like,
I know. I had to kind of hurry through that because I really...
Plant.
Okay.
Just over some kid gesture bullshit. I mean, it was blowed completely out to begin with. Do they fucking realize what an impact? Did that little girl realize that was going to happen over that?
Well, we'll get there.
Or was she just that fucking shitty because of her raising?
We'll get there. Now, when the men didn't return with Emmett, about 20, 30 minutes later, Mose drove around all night until 8 a.m. And then he feared for his life to call the police. So his friend Curtis Jones called the Leflore County Police and then made another call to Mamie in Chicago to let her know that her son had been kidnapped. Now, they didn't know anything other than he had been kidnapped at this point. So Mamie made the absolute smart decision and called the media in the Chicago area. And then the NAACP got involved. Mm-hmm. Now, Aunt Elizabeth had Mose drive her to her family's house in Sumner because she was terrified. She was like, I'm done with this area. Like, she was pissed. Now, she had also went to some neighbor's house in the middle of the night to try to get help, and they were too scared to try to help. So they called the sheriff in that area. And like I said, Mamie had the good sense to contact the Black community media and let them know about her son's kidnapping right away. So then the pressure was on. The sheriff of Leflore County, named George Smith, found and questioned Roy and JW, and they admitted to kidnapping him. But they said that they released him right in front of Bryant's store. Yeah.
Okay, well, y'all just going about your way, right? It's all good, right? Shit. Wow, Lindsay.
And then 3 days later, two boys were fishing along the Tallahatchie River and discovered Emmett's body. He was nude, swollen, disfigured, and his face had been mutilated. The gunshot wound was right above his right ear, and one of his eyes had been completely dislodged out of the socket. And the fan blade that they tied him to was tied to his neck with barbed wire.
This is so horrific.
Horrific. Ugh. Now, his father's ring, the ones with the initials, that is what was used to identify his body. Now, Emmett Till's murder would be one of the main reasons behind the civil rights movement. This was a spark.
Right.
His body was prepared for burial in Mississippi, but Mamie said no. Bring him to Chicago.
Right.
I think she had to pay like $3,000 for that. So, I mean, she got, she collected
a lot of money.
Fun.
That time.
Fuck.
Rightfully so, though. Who wants to put your kid? That's fucking garbage ass South bullshit.
Well, she insisted on an open casket so the world could see what had been done to her child of just 14 years old. Mm-hmm. Tens of thousands of people would come to the viewing, and then more thousands would attend the actual funeral at Robert Temple Church of God in Christ. A photo of Mamie looking over her son's casket would be one of the 100 most influential images of all time.
Lindsay, and that is exactly what needs to be taught at school. So thank you for the teacher that taught you that. I mean, I feel like more of that. There should be more of that in a curriculum. You have to take the good with the bad. I mean, I really hate that shit kind of happened. And that kind of shit has happened all over the place in the United States because of racism and all the fucking bullshit. And teaching your kids. And, they did that bullshit thinking that they were being godly.
Yeah.
How in the fuck do you tie religion how do you retire? How the fuck can you think that this is actually a good thing? How do you teach your children this? How do you?
Well, they did not. I mean, on a lot of white people, not saying all, but a lot of white people did not view the black community as actual fucking people.
As humans, yeah.
It's crazy to me.
What fucking book were they looking at? Because they were all
Deep-seated.
Well, they were all claiming that they were all Christians.
Exactly.
What fucking book were they looking at?
To a white Jesus.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus was not white.
Definitely not.
All them Southerners, if they would have took the South in the late 1800s and 1900s, early 1900s, and moved them to fucking Israel, or Bethlehem, they would have been all fucked up. Be like, wait a minute, this is where your religion come from, dude.
Right.
You got it all fucked up. Fucking it up.
I mean, I had relatives like that I grew up with that, told me that America was God's country, but like, what?
But we're going to do all this ungodly shit.
Yeah. We're the youngest country, like established country, even though it was already established before, in the world.
Right. Half the people that were coming over here, though, were just trying to find a better way. But it all got fucked up.
It did.
And they did it completely wrong.
Wrong. So wrong.
Global.
Well, and I was going to say this same teacher, like she showed us, like, I don't know if we were supposed to be watching this stuff.
You should have.
But she because it stayed with me forever.
Right.
She had us watch videos on the Holocaust.
No, this is a proper middle school fucking educational thing.
It was 10th grade. So we were in high school.
Well, to me, it's
I was driving.
But teach that shit in middle school. Like, start planting this seed earlier.
I don't know.
I think so.
Maybe
Well, because I went to middle school in the South, and so did you.
Right, but I'm just saying, like the graphic videos that she showed us, like of the Holocaust, of them like carrying these limpless, starved bodies, and people were just dumping them in trenches. And then she showed us a documentary on this, and it showed what his face looked like, and it was horrific. Right.
And that should have been the turning point for segregation to begin with. We all just went over and fought a big ass war because of the same shit. Why can't our country step up? Right. It shouldn't have been a thing. Hey, as soon as we put our first foot on the ground in World War II, should have been the end of segregation in the United States.
Especially when every color was fighting.
Right.
In that war.
Yeah. Or when Great Britain decided they want to start trading human beings to try to better a nation that's being built and stolen from Native Americans,
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
Us now.
Yeah. We're going to claim this shit. We're going to steal it and just take it. Fuck. And then we're going to hire these people to steal people and make them just property.
Exactly.
Fuck. You ain't got it right.
No.
Humanity, tighten up. Please don't let this ever be a thing.
Ever. Do not let history repeat itself, for God's sake.
Everybody share this and keep it all in part of your just DNA, because you can't let it repeat.
Can't.
Never.
Now, Roy Bryant and J.W. Millam were indicted for murder. And the trial was held in the Tallahatchie County Courthouse in September of 1955.
You're going to piss me off with all this shit too, ain't you?
Oh, get ready to get mad.
Lindsay.
Now, the press would be in attendance, and many from the black community would also be in attendance because, of course, Sheriff Strider from that area would welcome the black communities by saying, hello, N-words. Like, just, hey, like it was just.
No.
Yeah.
With the hard R.
With the hard R. Yes. And most of these were from Chicago. So they're like, what? You know?
we done beat all this up here.
Well, no, there was still segregation, but it wasn't as bad.
Yeah. And around that time, some really, all that shit was going on in California.
It was a different kind.
Man, you give a white man a badge and a gun back then, they feel like God.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, and they would do that bullshit in the name of Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to fucking...
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, we're getting closer to heaven by doing this.
Blessed be the fruit.
Fuck.
Now, jury members would be allowed to have guns and drink beer on duty, like while they're
You can be drunk as fuck and hoot 'em raw, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Beer was stronger back then. You know, they didn't have that.
straight from the hop. Yeah.
They drank that warm beer. Yeah, you hard ass dude. You just drink hot ass beer. Our cello player still drinks.
Oh yeah. Beer. Well, hey, German as fuck, man.
Fuck.
Yeah. Now maybe she would actually be criticized for not crying enough on the stand. Like, okay, you can only cry so much, and everybody grieves differently. Like honestly, you get dried out after a while.
By now, though, she can tell the vibe, and she's probably just pissed the fuck off.
Pissed the fuck off. I would be more angry.
Yeah.
Which I'm an angry crier, but not everybody is.
Yeah, am I supposed to suck this in and just still be remorse when I'm sitting here looking at the fucking tyrant right in front of me? You know,
Right.
I'm pissed off about this.
And it was even said by the defense that maybe this body wasn't even Emmett, that he could just be missing and not deceased. Because he was so mutilated.
Even though the ring was on his finger with the initials of his father.
And Roy and JW had admitted to kidnapping him. I mean...
So, yeah, there's your answer right there.
All right. Get ready to be very angry.
I'm already fucking angry right now, Lindsay.
Both Roy and JW were acquitted for murder and kidnapping, even though they had admitted to the kidnapping.
Motherfucker. I knew they were going to get away with this shit, Lindsay. Why you got to do this shit to me, Lindsay?
Because they're a white man and they believe in God.
Now, these two would admit to the murder in an interview with William Bradford Huey for Look magazine in 1956. And this is, I'm about to read a quote. Well, it's a little bit more than a quote. It's a couple paragraphs from J.W. Millam for this magazine. This was printed. Okay. Well, what else could we do? He was hopeless. I'm no bully. I never heard an N-word in my life. I like N-words in their place. I know how to work them. But I just decided it was time a few people got put on notice. As long as I live and can do anything about it, N-words are going to stay in their place. N-words ain't going to vote where I live. If they did, they'd control the government. They ain't going to go to school with my kids. And when an N-word gets close to mentioning sex with a white woman, he's just tired of living. I'm likely to kill him. Me and my folks fought for this country, and we got some rights. I stood there in that shed, and I listened to that N-word throw that poison at me. Oh, I forgot to mention, they claim in their testimonies that Emmett was combative to them, that he was like spouting off at the mouth.
He stood up for himself because he was confident.
Well, they were saying, they were saying that he was basically asking
y'all are full of shit.
Full of shit.
Y'all are full of shit.
He was scared to death.
Right.
Yeah, 14-year-old boy.
Exactly. And I just made up my mind. Chicago boy, I said, I'm tired of them sending your kind down here to stir up trouble. God damn you. I'm going to make an example of you just so everybody can know how me and my folks stand.
At the disgusting, vile thoughts that are going in my head.
That was printed material. You can look it up on Google.
Why they were saying that,
it's
dude?
People like that, why every black person thinks white people are racist.
Yeah.
For me and my people, no, not all white people.
We ain't in this house by any means.
Yeah. We're way beyond that.
That is so stupid.
We're 2 generations past that.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I mean, if you hang on to some shit like that right there, find somewhere else to be. Just don't be around, you know. Fucking hell, dude. I'm
ready to get mad again?
No, you more?
A little bit more. Many years later, I think in 2007, Carolyn Bryant would admit to fabricating details of what happened in the grocery store that day and said nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him. That's why I said that at the top, because those were her words. She's the reason why it happened to him. And now she's saying that nothing he did could have ever justified that. Now, she says that Roy was abusive towards her and she was afraid of him. So why would you tell him?
Right.
If you know how he is, why would you even tell him? Nothing happened to you.
Right.
Nothing happened to you at all.
Exactly.
And she said that JW, he was domineering and brutal and not a kind man. Obviously, I just read you what he wrote in a or what he said in an interview.
Right.
He don't give a fuck.
Garbage ass, power fucking
admitted
stricken.
to murder after they were acquitted of it.
Just feels like he's just on top of the world. I can say and do whatever I want, Tate.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch.
Now, Mamie, she would go on to tour the country with the NAACP, and this would be one of their most successful campaigns of all time. In 1987, an Emmy award-winning documentary series called Eyes on the Prize begins with the story of Emmett Till. And this is the one that I told you my teacher showed me. Now, the documentary that I watched on Kendrick Johnson also touches on his murder. And this was the reason why Kendrick's mom chose to have an open casket at Kendrick's funeral. And we do talk about that. If you're new to our pod, go back and listen to that episode as well. The Blood of Emmett Till is the audiobook that I listened to on this case. And it was written by Timothy B. Tyson, who had interviewed many of the people involved, including Carolyn Bryant. He was the one that she said that to, that she did fabricate it and he didn't deserve it.
Fuck. You know how many exact stories like this happen
so
throughout a nation?
Many.
We're just talking about one
this
nation.
month I'm covering some of the more famous, but I'm going to dig deeper and deeper.
Yeah. It's
been
going on since humanity, though.
Humanity.
You know? But
there's been racism all over the world, but it's like, it seems to keep repeating itself here. And we got to stop it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we got to stop it.
We're fighting a war in World War II to abolish it. And then you come over here and it's still running rampant all the way up, to the 70s, 80s, and even 90s here. All the way.
We've just had some shit happen in the last 10 years.
All the way up. And it's still running in pockets. Why is it still running? How? Is it, don't you realize?
Kendrick Johnson and Tamla Horsford was in the last decade.
Yeah. Don't you fucking realize that this shit is over with? Get fucking over yourself already, butter. Move the fuck away. Get in your own fucking
And I'm not going to say, because it's not out there, that those were racially based, but there's some fishy shit in both of those situations.
Right.
With Kendrick Johnson and Tamla Horsford. Like, really fishy.
A lot of good old boy shit. And that good old boy shit.
Lots of cover-ups.
Change. Yeah.
Well, Roy Bryant, he died in September of 1994 of cancer. And he had been convicted of food stamp fraud in the 80s.
Wow.
J.W. Millam also died of cancer in December of 1980. And Carolyn Bryant died of cancer in 2023. Now, she got to live a long life. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. But
hopefully it was full of guilt. I'm not trying to put fucking shit on nobody.
It should have been.
But there's some
somebody
shade.
died because of you.
There's some shade back. Yeah. Hopefully it stays.
A brutal death. Can you?
Yeah. There's just so many of these fucking stories, and I get so fucking pissed off about it. God.
Stay pissed off about it. So it does not, because I say history shouldn't repeat itself, but it has.
Yeah.
And we got to stop. We have to make it stop. Somehow, if we keep sharing these stories over and over and over again, don't stop talking about them. Don't let them go out of the limelight. Like, I looked up other people that had covered this, and it's not a lot.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Education in itself and being able to share things like this. Share our podcast to some middle schoolers. Share this story.
Well, I don't know about middle schoolers. High schoolers.
I feel like you
middle
gotta.
Schoolers are 11, 12, and 13.
Yeah, well,
stop.
Put the seed in now.
Maybe not ours.
In a different. Okay,
but
you can do it in a different way. Yeah,
13 version.
Do it in a different way. Be like, hey, this ain't cool. Everybody can be everybody. We're just humans, and we're all equal.
But I believe that the age that I was 16,
was perfect.
Yeah. Because it stuck with me.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
I never forgot that.
But you want to plant those seeds as raising children, period.
Just do it in a fashion that they can remember. And then you can get more graphic with it the older they get.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna let anybody around me try to feel like they can discriminate against anybody other than their character.
Well, say every single one of my boys
point out anything that they're just born with and discriminate, no matter what they are. Who they are, what they are, how they are. You can only discriminate against character. Right, character. Something that you can change. So if you're an asshole, then you're an asshole.
Yeah,
don't matter.
Character, work ethic, all of that.
Well, yeah.
I'm a big judge on that. Work ethic. If you ain't got a good work ethic, I don't want to fuck with you at all. Right. That's period.
Yeah. And not look at anybody's features and what they're born with.
It has nothing to do with what they look like.
Yeah.
It's how they work and how they act.
That's it.
Yeah. That's all there is to it.
Instill that to begin with.
Exactly.
It's over with. I feel like we're way beyond this shit, man. Fuck.
Should be. For sure.
The conversation but needs to always come up. I mean, you need to teach them as they're growing.
Yep.
You know. So, yeah, don't let that bullshit happen. Lindsay.
But that concludes our coverage on Emmett Till. And there is a lot more to this. If you want to learn more about it, please listen to that audiobook or read it. And there's a few other books out there. I just felt like that was a good one to go towards. It was one of the shorter ones that I could listen to. It was about 7 hours long.
Yeah.
And I've got it on Audible, The Blood of Emmett Till by, where did I say it was by? Timothy Tyson, B. Tyson.
And to anyone that has our same enthusiastic fucking views on being just equality.
Right.
I just want to give this to everyone that wants to share this to people for education.
Yes.
That's what I want to do. Listeners, you deserve that for being able to instill greatness on your children and throughout humanity. That's what we're here to do this month and throughout all of our podcasting.
Yes. And do want to do our plugs real quick, but I think I came up with a good little quote or tagline or whatever you want to call it.
You got a jingle?
Not a jingle, but
I think you should have a jingle.
Come
Lindsay.
for the story, stay for the band. Because that is what we do here. I unload a true crime story on Jesse, and now my son, he's joined us on 2 now.
Hey guys.
And
he's
we've had
warmed up
several
a little
other guests.
bit, but I think after this one, I think he's going to be wide open. He's going to be leading the pack.
Oh, it's just the story that got me like thinking right now. You know,
Really
it's a really.
fucked
It's
I knew
really
that it was
fucked
heavy
up.
on you guys because y'all were quiet.
Yeah, it's a really
yeah.
fucked up story, man. Like, it's a 14-year-old boy, dude. You can't justify anything.
Nothing.
Even if he was fuck that, man. Even if he was flirting with that
You just
girl.
nod it off and you go on about, or you can say, hey, that's inappropriate. Let's not do that
Yeah,
here.
literally, it's a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Just started life, really. 14
I've had
years
to put
is
kids in
nothing.
their place. I ain't gonna go tell my husband to go fucking fuck them up.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
You're grown. You should know that you have higher authority than a little kid. So just tell him not to do what he's doing. If he did it, even if he didn't do it, he's going to tell you he didn't do it. And
Well, everybody
even
has
the
things they have to
judge-
learn, you know. I mean, you have to be respectful, and so should she. She should be respectfully so. No, and then that's it.
I was going to say the judge, but it was actually the prosecution said this boy should have just got a whooping and sent on about his way.
right.
Period.
If it was that,
Or a
I
strong
don't even
talking
think
to.
it merited
No.
that. It was just like, no, that's not cool, and then that was it. You know,
Well, she basically said she fabricated her story.
Exactly.
And the one
We
female
know.
witness said that the only thing that she's seen that he did wrong was put the money directly in her hand instead of
they have
putting it on the
destroyed
counter.
whole fucking towns over that bullshit.
The whole towns. But we want to mention all of our plugs really quick. So this will be episode 66. And pick up sticks. But we have a lot of recaps. We've talked about some trips that we went on, but we have 66 proper episodes. Our plugs are Drink About Something.site, Drink About Something on Instagram, Drink About Something pod at gmail.com, and Drink About Something pod _Lindsay on TikTok, where we do live recaps.
Yes,
And then Gen Z, type that in on YouTube to
you
find
will
us
find
there.
us. Yes, check it out. Share us. And yeah.
Jesse's about to grace
play
us
some
with a
music.
palate cleanser today.
Yeah,
So this is the band portion.
I'm going to L.A., Lindsay.
Going to LA again, LA.
And you know, I don't plan what bands we play, so I just go down the list, and we got some amazing ass bands, dude. Last weekend was
Last week,
amazing.
we listened to their whole
We rode
catalog yesterday.
we rode that wave like
Yes.
the whole week. I think you're going to ride this one too, girl. I think you're going to ride it, Linz.
Okay.
You're gonna love
I'm
it.
excited.
Yeah, Alexandria. This song is called Crisis, and holy fuck, I'm ready.
system error all around the broken guidance. Out of control, this world in a crisis. They always find a way to avoid the chase, lining up another escape. God to blame. It's funny how the files they can shift the keys. A pawn on the board, that's a distracting game. Breaking into silence, can't stay quiet. Abide that hand that feeds. One prayer vices, fuck all the dice. Lay down to my knees. For what it's worth, I say, fuck the silence. I'm fucking done with the neglect and violence. A system error all around the broken guidance. Out of control, this world in a crisis. Pressure building under my skin. Do you feel the pressure under your skin? I know the pressure building under my skin. I know you feel it under your skin. For what it's worth, I say, fuck the silence. I'm fucking done with the neglect and violence. A system error all around the broken guidance. Out of control, this world in a crisis.
Lindsay.
That was so awesome.
Wasn't it? Oh,
So awesome. What do you think, Lan?
It was amazing.
yes. So cool.
Yes.
So cool. Definitely enjoyed that one.
So I have followed her now on Spotify and Instagram. And hold on, let me pull up her Instagram again because it was like it's Alexandra_music on Instagram.
That band sounds like a mixture of like Korn, Lamb of God, and then In This Moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
Cool.
little bit.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
It's like all three.
But no, it's so flavorful.
Yeah.
It really fit everything. It was really amazing. I loved it. Thank you so much for making that music.
Yes, I like the name of the song. It was good.
Good jams. Good jams.
Good jam.
Check it out. Check out all the stuff. Share all the stuffs. We will see
Share
you guys.
us, share the bands.
We got so much more to do today.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think it's going to be my turn soon.
It is.
Oh, stay tuned for
Jesse's
that
gonna
one.
present a story for us.
Yeah.
Also,
Stories. Story time with Jesse.
Story time with Jesse.
I'm excited.
You should be.
Yes. Thank
Be
you, Lindsay,
yours,
for
her.
your story. Thank you guys for being part of this. And we will see you guys next time. We love you so much.
Bye.
Yes. Bye.